everyone, Thornton here, and some new lore has been dropping for the finals, especially in preparation of Season 2. And one Reddit user, Sirkatana, has come up with some amazing connections on what is actually going on in the backstory of the game. Now, most of you are, enjoying the game for the gameplay and the mechanics, but the lore is actually pretty interesting. That's what we're going to do a dive into today and go over Sirkatana's notes. But without further ado, let's go over this mysterious message. While the finals might be known for its amazing gameplay and really fun mechanics and destructible environments, there is a lot going on in the background, at least that's leading up to Season 2. There seems to be a lot of folklore, conspiracy, and cryptic messages being thrown around all over the place. And so we're going to go ahead and delve into some of the lore, thanks to some of the Reddit users as we previously mentioned, and go over some of the community insight too, and try to kind of figure out and unravel what is the mystery of the finals. And so the first thing we're going to go over is a tale that's actually of ages past, woven with threads of love, betrayal, and tragedy. It's basically Shakespeare, but in a simulation. This is about the legend of Tristan, Iseult, and Mark, which forms the bedrock of this particular narrative, at least part one of the lore that was shown to us. Now, this is a triangle of entangled destinies bound by a fateful love potion. Look, I know, I get it. Love potion, first-person shooter, what the hell is going on? Believe me, I'm just as lost as you guys are. But as one Reddit commentator reflects, the story is about a love potion that got Tristan and Iseult fallen in love. The story ends up with death. Apparently, this is an ancient tale with its timeless themes, which is just Romeo and Juliet, let's just be perfectly honest. But this actually serves as the backdrop against which the drama of the finals unfolds. Because central to this theme or this story is something called Ospues, which is this elixir that is just shrouded in suspicion. There's mottos that are actually shown, such as who needs water and let it breathe. And there's a lot of stuff that's very peculiar that raises questions about its true nature and purpose. One Reddit user actually speculated that Ospues not being a drink but a drug that has us as players drugged, sedated, or as a catalyst for simulations, because if you didn't know, the finals are actually all simulations. It's not actually played in real time, at least not that we're aware of yet. And so the question is, could this concoction be more than meets the eye and would actually be what is unlocking the virtual realm of the finals? Now, the setting itself you can actually find in Skyway Stadium and its surrounding structures, and it gives you some more hints and tips and kind of the lore of the world. There's buildings bearing the name like Freedom Building 6, hinting at themes of confinement and liberation, and there's hospitals that dot the landscape, which is kind of interesting because, well, this is a virtual world. Why do you need hospitals? And their significance is veiled in mystery, and it kind of makes you wonder, are the institutions mere facades for clandestine experiments as suggested by names like Coin Files Clinic and Respawn Clinic, or is, they just taking the thing to heart? I mean, I guess you do respawn in this game, but Coin Files Clinic, I mean, that animation's pretty dope. Seems kind of interesting that they would put that in there. Now, you can actually find more stuff if you venture into the Vegas map, which reveals a ton of subliminal messages if you want to go looking for them. There's references to resting, dying, and daydreaming all over the place. And it prompts speculation about the impending finality of the competition. Like, if you die in this world or if you lose in the finals, are you actually killed? In which case, you got to think that the real world is very dystopian, that they couldn't have these kind of maps to play on, and that's why they do it in a virtual setting. There's a ton of community insight and speculation that people are going on about all these cryptic messages that we're seeing and some of the messages in the game. There's discovery of a branding slideshow document, which gives us clues about the narrative ideas of the game, blurring the lines between if this is actually a virtual reality and what is actually real in this world. There's speculations about what is going on with Ospues as a catalyst for virtual immersion, alongside the thoughts of players actually trapped in a malfunctioning VR realm, which I think actually would be really, really cool, and I hope they kind of go with that, with their bodies actually being hospitalized in the real world. Once again, really cool concept, kind of like The Matrix meets Player Ready 1. I could totally be down for this. There's also some hacked messages by the CNS entity, which further fuel the speculation. There's references to 3 Dawns, One Night, and Seek the Truth Behind the Wall, which actually invites players to explore outside the Las Vegas map, where there's actually a heavy metal concert being played. I don't know, it's all very, very odd. Amidst all the music going on, you can actually hear little bits of dialogue that hints at connections to those ancient legends, once again going back to where we started off this video with. I actually think with Valentine's Day coming up and the love story that we went over as part 1 of the lore, we could be expecting to see something in just a couple of days that really starts to unveil the mystery behind the finals going into Season 2, and I'm very, very excited for this. Let me know down below, do you like the finals for the lore? Do you think that it could be a potentially really fun avenue to explore? Or are you just playing it because you get to shoot things, blow them up, and rank up or whatever it may be? And also, if you guys are looking for more finals content or just video game news in general, don't forget to check out my other videos right here. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. See you in the next video.